Some of the most legendary WWE themes of all time have hidden meanings behind them, from a secret in-character message to the writer of the specific theme taking direct shots at Vince McMahon. It's only when these beloved themes are dissected that you realize their true meaning. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 shocking secrets behind iconic WWE themes. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Number 10. Al Snow, Head. Al Snow was one of the more underrated stars of the Attitude Era. Snow's gimmick of being infatuated by a mannequin head managed to get over, and his work in the hardcore division is something that fans will never forget. Snow's theme song on the surface may feel somewhat basic, but the track has an ominous message. When played backwards, an unidentified woman says the line, "I'm the one in control." Listen here.
I am the one in control.
This has led to fans of Snow believing that this had to be a mannequin head come to life through Snow's theme song, and it's the mannequin's head's way of informing Snow that she is in fact the one in control of him. This is insanely creepy and makes you realize that Snow's gimmick and character went beyond being an outlandish and comedic wrestler. Number 9. Shinsuke Nakamura, Rising Sun. CFOs hit a home run when they produced Shinsuke Nakamura's Rising Sun theme. The song is incredibly memorable and allows fans to sing along throughout. During an interview that CFOs took part in with WWE, they revealed that the song is heavily inspired by video games such as Zelda, and it was the band's way of expressing their love for the art of video games in a theme song for a top WWE star. Whilst not a direct hidden meaning as such, it's interesting that the group went into producing the song with the idea of paying homage to a hobby and an interest outside of WWE. Thankfully, this approach worked wonders, as the Rising Sun theme song is one of the best theme songs in recent memory. Number 8. Baron Corbin, End of Days. Jim Johnston has produced some of the most iconic and celebrated WWE themes of all time, and his last theme song for WWE was for Baron Corbin, and it was titled End of Days. This theme song is one of Johnston's best, and it was the perfect fit for Corbin's lone wolf persona. Johnston went into producing the theme with the idea of wanting to say goodbye to the fans, and this is apparent with some of the lyrics in the track itself. He would discuss what went into producing Corbin's theme during a 2018 interview with Newsweek, and this is what the legendary figure had to say. If you look at the lyrics, there's always something personal to the themes. A lot of the time, it's very personal. Baron's was purely an epic. I'm bringing the end of days on you. It's very biographical. Also, I'm talking about the end is coming. I'm bowing out. The big goodbye was my end of days. There's a lot of stuff in there, anger and disappointment, but that happened a lot. Number 7. Ricochet One and Only. The next secret behind a WWE theme song is an urban legend, but it's fascinating nevertheless. During Ricochet's original WWE theme song titled One and Only, a male voice talks at the start of the track and simply states, "One and only." This person speaking is rumored to be Triple H. That's right, the former head of NXT is believed to be the man behind the mysterious voice on Ricochet's theme song. If you listen closely, it does sound exactly like the game, but the only two people who could confirm this urban legend are either Ricochet or Triple H. Number 6. Bobby Roode, Glorious Domination. One of the central reasons why Bobby Roode's NXT run was a major success was because of his theme song. Roode's theme was titled Glorious Domination, and it was the right mix of paying tribute to Roode's history as well as summarizing his villainous persona in NXT. The track doesn't have too deep of a meaning, but music fans have noticed how CFOs have honored two specific bands. For the track itself, they wanted to replicate sounds from Queen and Muse, and this in turn produced the best theme song possible for the former NXT champion. There's also a rumor that this track was originally going to be used for Shinsuke, but it's hard to imagine the King of Strong style coming out to this theme song. Number 5. Cody Rhodes, Kingdom. When Cody Rhodes left WWE in 2016, he began to use a track called Kingdom as his theme song. This song was produced by Downstraight exclusively for Rhodes, and when the lyrics are analysed, it's clear that this was written to address Rhodes' struggles and where he would hope he'd end up his wrestling career. The pre-chorus states, This is a direct reference to Dusty Rhodes' infamous Hard Times promo. Then the chorus appears to reference Rhodes' personal battles during his initial WWE run. You took it all away, I give it all away. Can't take my freedom, here to change the game, a banner made of pain. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. You took my dreams, but not my name. You'll follow me until the end. I am my kingdom. These words seem to reference how WWE didn't initially value Rhodes as a top star, but now that the shackles were off, he was going to change the game, which Rhodes did thanks to a successful run on the indie scene, as well as becoming one of the key players in the inception of AEW. Number 4. Triple H, My Time. When Triple H debuted the My Time theme song in 1999, it was exactly what was needed to give the game a song that made him appear to be a top main event level star in the company. The song discusses how the game is standing up for himself and he's overcoming overwhelming resistance. There's also a different reference to several key figures in WWE. The first reference is towards WWE director Kevin Dunn with the lyric, "Yeah, you let the music keep playing, Mr. Dunn." This is the first time in WWE history that Dunn has been mentioned in a WWE theme song. He's mentioned again in the song with the lyric, Vince McMahon is mentioned with the lyric, It's interesting that the term marks was used, as the term wasn't a commonly known phrase back in 1999, so for WWE to directly reference the term was truly game-changing. McMahon's son Shane McMahon also appears to be mentioned in the track with the specific lyric, The song stands out for all the right reasons. It was a masterpiece of production from Jim Johnston, and there was no wonder that some fans consider this to be one of the greatest theme songs of all time. Number 3. Gangrel Blood, Brood theme song. Gangrel and the Brood's theme song was one of the finest pieces of work Jim Johnston had ever delivered. The theme is still discussed over 25 years after its initial debut, and there's a reason why WWE still reuses the song whenever Edge adopts his Brood persona. Gangrel has revealed that the song has a rather creepy message behind it. When the intro of the song is played backwards, the lyrics say, This appears to be a reference to the Beatles, specifically Paul McCartney. There's an ominous theory that states that McCartney passed away in the 60s and that he was simply replaced by a lookalike, so the real Paul McCartney has been deceased for over 60 years, though this has never been proven. It could also just be a massive coincidence. Number 2. Vince McMahon, No Chance in Hell. Upon sitting down to write a theme song for Vince McMahon, Jim Johnston wanted to incorporate his real-life feelings towards his boss. Johnson, at the time of writing the song, was frustrated and upset with McMahon, and he truly felt like McMahon was invincible as a leader, and this truly came out in the lyrics themselves. Johnson would discuss the theme song during an interview with Vice, and this is what he had to say. When I was writing Vince's No Chance in Hell entrance theme, I'd been really upset with him about something at work. I found myself thinking, you've got no chance against this guy. He's got the power, the money, and in terms of pro wrestling, he was pretty much the only game in town. I had written the guitar groove much earlier, and I found myself singing no chance over that groove. Rather than a song about one man, I wanted it to be about the man. He would then discuss the much deeper meaning behind the song. The song is about the work system that imprisons us all. It's got a thrust of someone who's kind of like marching like they're kind of big I am. What I loved about Vince was how he liked to be surprised. He let me take risks, and if I surprised him with something and it was good, then he'd be delighted. But if it wasn't good, then boy, he would tell you about it. I will always class him as a friend. We were creating something entirely new, as the business Vince had brought from his dad didn't have any music for the wrestlers. Our work together radically changed things and made it so much more theatrical. I'll always be proud of that. And number 1, The Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness. The Undertaker has had some incredible theme songs during his 3-decade-long WWE career, but his Ministry of Darkness theme is perhaps his most notorious. The Ministry theme is dark, mysterious, and can easily send chills down the spine of any WWE fan. The Undertaker reads a passage during the theme song, which appears to be Latin, but when this is translated, it's evident that the theme song was produced with a ton of meaning. When translated, The Undertaker states, "Accept the Lord of Darkness as your savior. Allow the purity of evil to guide you." These aren't just generic lyrics in a WWE theme song. This was Taker's way of attempting to put a spell on the audience every time he played it. It was total genius. But there you have it, folks. 10 shocking secrets behind iconic WWE theme songs. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.